Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Dark Souls 3. Do we have a wave? We have point up. You! Up there in YouTube land. There's camera 1. Where's camera 2? Show me where camera 2 is. Yeah, there you go. It's like we're doing the in-game tutorial ourselves right now. Point at the cameras. If you didn't know, I actually did a pre-release little Let's Play of Dark Souls 3. And then Bandai-Namco was like, hey, the launch has been kind of weird so far. It would be awesome if you guys waited to play more until the embargo pops. So I said, sure, I'll be a team player. We'll wait till the embargo pops, which also gives me the opportunity to come in here and start my new character. Play as a pyromancer. Before, I was not playing as a pyromancer. I was playing as a knight. Classic, like, sword and board type character, which was honestly probably a little too easy to start with. Now we get to mix it up a little bit and have some spells to go along with it. The basic premise of this character is, what if Homer Simpson was in the Dark Souls universe and he could kick the shit out of you? So we're just in the in-game tutorial here. You have not missed anything. I didn't show the opening cutscene. You can go back and watch the pre-release series if you want to see that. I figured we just get right into the goodness here. I might have forgotten some of the secrets as well, but we'll see. I'm imagining the first section of the game should be relatively easy for us to get a handle on because of the fact that we've already played it before. But we're blind. Like, I didn't play more. I can't remember if I already mentioned this in this video, but I didn't play any more at all after the last video that went up because I didn't want to ruin it for myself. You know what? Let's, I mean, hitting people with our Pyromancer's axe is a whole hell of a lot of fun. After we parry this guy, though, and riposte, let's try to throw, like, a fireball at the next guy. We do have our Pyromancer's flame, and, you know, what's the point of rolling a Pyromancer if we're not going to do some dope-ass spells? So we got this guy. Alright. No, left bumper. There we go. I am playing this on PC. Oh, that was flippin' sweet. I'm playing this on PC, but I'm playing it with the Xbox 360 controller. In my opinion, the ideal Dark Souls experience, at least for me, having played like pretty much every Dark Souls like this, I guess, since Dark Souls 1. I even played on the 360 when it came out. No Demon Souls experience, though. We might be missing one more thing up here, but I don't know. Why don't we just head up to this area, and I'll try to avoid spoiling things before we actually get to them, because I recognize that a lot of people probably did not watch the pre-release coverage because of spoilers and the fact that that launch was kind of handled in a way that not a lot of people were super thrilled with. I can understand your concerns there. Rest assured, there were frustrations on the media side as well. I would love to have been done playing Dark Souls 3 by now, but instead, I get the pleasure, and I don't mean that sarcastically, I get the pleasure of doing a blind Let's Play of it here, which is actually something that I've never done for a Souls game. And it's not truly blind, because we are, you know, we've already gone through this section of the game once before. But past, like, the first third of the game, it will all be blind. Holy shit, we got a Cleric's Sacred Charm. Should be back here in equipment, I guess. Give it a... There we go. Sacred Chime used for casting miracles of the gods. Chimes such as these are often given to clerics who become undead. Equip a talisman or a sacred chime to cast miracles. Miracles must be attuned at a bonfire before use. Oh, God! No, not like this. Death 1 does not happen like this. I'm sorry to tell you. I was just about to read the item description. Gentle reminder that Dark Souls 3, like the earlier games in the franchise, does not have pausing. Okay, item description. That was what we were looking at. Skill, Gentle Prayer recovers HP for a period of time, although albeit extremely slowly. Alright, that's something I'm gonna not worry too much about. More invested in just trying not to get hit. Okay, so we can do a plunging attack, I guess, if we would like to. I think I might have missed this section of the tutorial earlier. I will say this, like, first couple of episodes here might not be online. Fading Soul. Might not be online because I'm still playing the PR beta branch of the game, but as we do, like, the early sections here, it may not matter. We'll see. Pull this out here. I'm not trying to speed through this, but because we have done this before, it's fairly easy to understand what's going on, I think. Maybe we shouldn't waste a pyromancy on him right off the bat. Oh, no, that actually did quite a lot of damage. So I think, in contrast to other Souls games, the way those handle pyromancy, I believe it was like, you know, Fireball has like 20 casts and then you have to go rest at a bonfire. These actually use a system called FP, and you use your Ashen Estus Flask to replenish it. It's kind of different from rolling sword and board, because we will want to split our Estus Flasks between the normal Estus Flask and the Ashen Estus Flask. Now, I think actually what I normally like to do when I play Pyromancer, at least in Dark Souls 1, was, oh, I forgot that he becomes a Demon Man, and then hits us immediately, I think. I like to run Pyromancer's Flame in my, like, primary weapon slot, and then a shield on my offhands. That way, we can actually shield, oh god, without having to be at risk of being completely defenseless like we are right now. I mean, we got two different means of attacking right now, but that doesn't really mean too much to me. That being said, the pyromancy spells are doing quite a number on the boss already here. I think we might kill him right here. Oh, big whiff! That could have screwed us drastically there. Man, that actually does a surprising amount of damage. More than us two-handing our pyromancer's axe? I'm not totally sure, but I'll take it either way. Alright, so that was easy enough. We are through our tutorial section of the game. I think there's more stuff around here. If you'll recall, I came back to this section later and was, like, surprised by what I found. I thought that this was, like, old Firelink Shrine, and I was like, oh my god, the worlds are connected. This is amazing. I'm discovering something. I may need to lower the volume slightly here if you'll give me a moment. Go to sound and display. Try that, maybe. Alright, now there is more stuff in this area, which is why it's actually valuable to rest at that bonfire. Broken straight sword. Open menu. Open menu sounds like a website that you would use to order delivery from. Wait, I didn't even rest at the bonfire. I just lit it. We should go back in. Oh, God. No, you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna be fine. Actually, you're an idiot. Hey, hey, hey. Now go back and rest, and you stand a chance to be totally... Where did you guys come from? Don't even drop your shit off the edge there. Before you die, you owe it to me to give me a fading soul so I can get like 20 souls out of it. Okay. By the way, when it said Ember Restored, that would mean, under normal circumstances, that that is where we could actually be invaded. Basically, we have become human again. Tutorial boss is no big deal. I've actually never died to that tutorial boss. He's very Dark Soulsy in the sense that you can just kind of circle around him. But let's take some more time and discover the items that are available in this area that I sometimes miss out on when I play a little bit too fast, maybe. Here, try one of these. Do we get AoE on it? A little bit of AoE. Force the enemy to Estus, I guess, which means he's going to die anyway, but at least we get the fading soul out of it. You never know when you're going to need 20 souls to accomplish probably absolutely nothing. By the way, if you're looking for someone who knows the lore of Dark Souls, you haven't come to 100% the wrong place, but you certainly have not come to 100% the right place. I know the game fairly well mechanically. I know the franchise, I guess I should say, fairly well mechanically, although I do still need to make time in my life to finish Bloodborne. Ooh, some more humanity. But definitely when it comes to lore, I'm just going to be reading the item descriptions, basically, and we'll try to sort it out together, you know? Okay, watch out for this dog. This guy can be annoying. Another ember. I'm hoping maybe there's, like, cracked red-eye orbs around here. I would like to build an invasion character, and in true Northernlion fashion, I don't really care if my character is optimal. As long as they're, like, functional, that's the only thing that interests me. So ignore this for now. Just come around this way again. As long as my character is functional, then business is booming as far as I'm concerned. I would love to invade some enemies and make new friends. So this is something that I had some trouble with at, like, level 30 when I came through this section, on the pre-release Let's Play. I was like, oh my god, there's an invader here! I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed sometimes. At least we're staggering the shit out of them. And if we could start by taking off like half of their HP, that would be golden. Oh my god, the stagger is real here. Now, if we get hit once, we're probably going to be in a bad spot, especially if we actually get bled over the course of that. But so far, so good. Any chance I got enough FP? Nah, we out. Okay. If you just want to jump off the edge, that's fine by me as well. That could have been bad. Nah, so far, so good. You're forgetting this. You have to bow to your sensei. I see very little bowing to your sensei here. Dude, I love the Pyromancer's axe. That was surprisingly... That was way easier than when I did it earlier. Oh my god. Uchigatana, Master's Attire, and Master's Gloves. That, like, really, really surprising how easy that was. Uchigatana. A unique katana characterized with the fine craftsmanship of an eastern land where it was forged. This finely sharpened blade cuts flesh like butter and causes bleeding, but breaks easily as a result. What about the Master's Gloves? A terribly worn shirt. Is it worn terribly, or is it terribly tattered? Men are fond of weaving tales to explain the ruggedness of their garb. My sixth sense warned me of danger, and I danced between flurries of blades, unscathed, but alas, my clothes went to tatters. Cool. Are we going to wear this? I mean, I guess we might as well. Armor doesn't matter that much if you're planning not to get hit. Ha ha ha! But seriously, though. Oh, hell yeah. Simpsons. Meet Homer Simpson. He is going to link the flame, or whatever you do in this game that is nebulous, but then at the end still has an emotional impact as a result of the tone and atmosphere from the town of Springfield. He will blow your ass up with a flame. East-West shield. What the heck? I don't think I got this last time either. I'm excited that you guys can kind of play along with me now as well. A wooden shield decorated with the ancient symbol of the two-headed eagle. Close to small shield in size. Wooden shields are light, manageable, and offer relatively high magic absorption, and the skill is parry. Let's go to our equipment menu. It's better in every regard except it's slightly heavier, so we will definitely take that. Looks cool, too. It's got a certain thickness to it that I like. Mm-hmm, girl. Didn't mean to pop that Estus flask. Okay, let's go back down. Or not. Is this... Sometimes I get turned around with the geometry. This is where we were earlier. Okay, just pop down here then, and go enter the Shrine of Firelinks. And I think we're pretty much good to go here. We'll probably pick up a couple of early levels here. Definitely don't start by doing that. Daenerys Targaryen is going to be very disappointed with you. We're going to insert our coiled sword into the ash pile, which is not a euphemism for anything sexual. And I guess we'll take a snooze. Get rested up here. Do we need more than one Ashen Estus flask right now? I'm going to say probably not. Okay, level up. Touch the darkness with me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls. Instead of putting our points in vigor, which is equipment load, I'm going to put a couple of points into vitality, a couple of points into an endurance, and then one more point into vitality. Spend 4,000 souls and level up. And for those of you who did not watch the pre-release Let's Play, by the way, if you didn't, if you want to get these conversations in full without me talking over top of them, please go back and watch that. I'm not going to murder this lady, but possibly we could. There's all sorts of characters you can meet up here. Crestfallen Warrior.
Another one roused from the sleep of death.
I have to admit, it might be a little quiet here again. Give me a sec. Go, sound. Maybe we were right on 7 before. Maybe we even need to crank it a little bit higher.
Another one.
Slightly better. This is like this game's DJ Khaled. The DJ Khaled of Dark Souls. How's that?
We unkindled our gives me conniptions, and it'd have us seek the lords of cinder and return them to their molding thrones. But we're talking true legends with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
So we got collapse as an emotion here. We need to keep bow, but maybe instead of jump for joy, which is, you know, a classic, we could switch that with collapse. Bart! Bart, you did another thing that makes me work at the nuclear power plant for another 400 years. We also have Andre of Astora. What's up, my dog?
Well, a newcomer, I see. I am Andre. I serve at this shrine as a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust. A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms.
Oh, have you seen these bad boys? I already got good arms, Andre.
Weapons. I am a smith. Such is my purpose.
This is Josh when he gets like 20 years older. Anyway, we don't have anything to reinforce an Estus Flask. And truth be told, I don't think I need more than one Ashen Estus Flask right now. Bonfires are far enough between that I think we're okay to not have to sweat that too much. Rather than ending the episode here, why don't we get a move on and get to our first area, which I actually completely forget where it is now, but it might be around this side? I can't recall. Andre existing in this game is just one of those cool things that is, you know, linked between Dark Souls 1 in particular and this game, and I'm really interested in hearing the lore explanations from people like Epic Namebro and VaatiVidya and stuff like that, and seeing what kind of parallels they draw between the games to see if there is indeed a case to be made that this is like a direct sequel or pseudo-sequel to Dark Souls 1, because Dark Souls 2 kind of, there are some thematic links, but it seems to exist kind of in a vacuum, whereas Dark Souls 3, in my pretty limited experience so far, there are a decent number of moments where you go, oh. Hold up. Soul of a Deserted Corpse. It's locked. This is where we have to get the key, I think, to come back to the tutorial area through this way. But you can also just go back through the tutorial area anyway, just by walking the reverse way through Firelink Shrine. But we can always teleport via the Lord Vessel if we want. This is the way we go back to the tutorial area. Where the heck was the High Wall of Lothric? I honestly can't recall. Just jump off of here, rest and teleport, and that'll save us some trouble. It was close enough anyway, but sometimes, you know, I'm not always the best when it comes to circumnavigating the globe in three-dimensional games. If you ever watched me play 3D action games before, I have a tendency to get lost a little bit. Even in Dark Souls 1, which I've played through 7 or 8 times probably by now, I get lost on the regular. I gotta practice the route like 20 times, not even for a speed run, just to remember where the heck I'm supposed to be going on the regular. We probably won't fight the first boss over the course of this video, but we'll at least make some progress into the High Wall of Lothric area, which is really a strong start for the game, I think. I don't have an opinion, really, on how I feel like Dark Souls 3 fits into the rankings. Most people seem to think Dark Souls 1, or Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition, which, if you want to delineate them, is the best in the series. Dark Souls 2 a little bit of a disappointment. I found Dark Souls 2 totally solid, but I will admit that probably Dark Souls 1 edges it out. But I haven't played enough Dark Souls 3 to know yet. Yes, this is the correct direction. There's another bonfire, like, right up here. I thought maybe that was it. I know it seems like it'd be really close. No, see? You were probably like, yeah, okay, there's another bonfire right next to the other bonfire. But there is, though, right here. Okay. We might want to rest there just in case we die and come back to a different one. High Wall of Lothric is very much undead-burgy. I don't even know that we have to come in this general direction, honestly, but it might be a good opportunity for us to pick up some easy souls, get practiced in combat against enemies. You know, what's the point of being a pyromancer if we're not going to use pyromancy? We're going to use pyromancy. Trust me when I say there'll be times where pyromancy is invaluable for us. But with only one Ashen Estus Flask, this could be dangerous here, but with only one Ashen Estus Flask, I don't want to, you know, shoot my wad on some relatively easy enemies. Soul of a Deserted Corpse. Much better than a soul of a deserted corpse. That's Yes. That's the band Yes. Is it? Yes, it is. How clever of you. You've created a ruse. I love the Dark Souls loop of, is this guy an NPC that I can kill, or an enemy that will annoy me? The answer here, enemy that will annoy me. Oh, you almost got me, you dirty dog. Gonna have to find a better hiding spot than that in 2016 if you expect me to get caught by it. Oh, right. How do we get that guy? There is a way. Maybe we just shoot him with a bow or something? What if we jump at him? Nah, we'll have to come back for that one, I guess. If we ever come back for it. This is another time to point out that in order to manage your expectations, this is definitely not a, you know, 100% completion run of Dark Souls 3. This is a relatively blind sight read of the game, at least past a certain point. Oh, I thought I could time that right. Which means that, you know, I will be happy to just survive. And if I can beat bosses without fighting them 30 times, that's a bonus. Some bosses might require a great deal more than that. Some might require only one, and that's sweet. But definitely, like, get your expectations set for me not necessarily explaining, oh, this is, you know, the Helm of Dusk of Ulasil and blah, 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 blah. You know, like, I have a great amount of respect for that stuff. At the same time, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm the kind of guy who watches that content later and then refers you to it in case you're unfamiliar with it. Gotta say, pretty stoked that the bolts aren't homing in as much as they used to. Just a little bit of homing on those now. Alright, crowd control's going just fine. Oh, that was like the worst. There is no excuse for that level of Dark Souls incompetence right now. Oh my god. Look, that bolt's coming in. Sidestep it. I'm trying to do the kick here. It's still a little finicky. Should have way more than one Estus left. Oh my god. But, it happens. Standard bolts. If we find a crossbow, which I think there is a guaranteed crossbow drop pretty early on. Or a weighted crossbow drop. Soul of a deserted corpse. Much better than a soul of a deserted... That joke's making sense, I can tell you that much. The Balders are Dark Souls' most annoying, like, early repeat enemies. I'm very happy to have Pyromancy to not have to sword and board those guys, because one mistake actually can spell your doom. When did we get another Estus? Maybe I was mistaken and we had 4? Sometimes you get one for killing enemies, I think? I'm not sure. It happens somewhat intermittently. Maybe a message I left on my other character got upvoted for being positive? I don't know. It does happen. Well, it did happen anyway in Prepare to Die edition. I don't know if it happens in this one. I try to, like, despite basically being like, I want my character to feast on the souls of new players. Like, I do like to play by the rules with respect to the message system, man. Like, I hate to see a new player just get shit on by a message that's like, try jumping. Yo, that ain't Dark Souls to me, okay? That might be Dark Souls to you, but that ain't Dark Souls to me to just be like, hey, new player, you're dead. I like to upvote the messages that are like, destroy butthole. That's valuable. Titanite shards, also valuable. I wonder if we can jump past this debris. You shouldn't be able to, because that debris is like a universal Dark Souls-y sign for don't go this way. But I thought maybe it was worth a chance. There are backstabs. That might be the first one we've seen in the game so far. We don't need to fight the Balder again unless we want to. This may surprise you. I don't really want to. We'll do a little bit more. We'll play until, like, one more death or substantial progress being made. But this is the bonfire before the boss. Should we desire to... Oh. Should we desire to fight the boss on this one? I doubt we will, though. I think I'll save that for episode 2. I can't remember what boss it is. Now I do. It took me about a quarter of a second. Alright. Get this guy aggroed. Throw a fireball at him. Well, he's staggered. Throw another fireball at him. That's good enough. Take off 2/3 of his HP. That was a very stupid decision on my part. We only need to come down to this area once. At least we only need to come down to this area once right now. It's locked. But I think there's an NPC down here. Again, it's been like 2 weeks since I played, which might not seem like much. But it's enough where, you know, some of these semi-secret things have kind of fallen by the wayside in my memory. Pretty easy so far. Watch out for that guy. Mail Breaker, we've had before. It's like a rapier type weapon or a saber type weapon that attacks really quickly. Really good at armor breaking. That's about it for now. We have man trapped in a cell. That's alright. Do an exploration moment around here. Always nice to look at the geography of Dark Souls and be like, I recognize these guys. Look at this! This guy's gonna ambush me! Look at the strength in his arms. That is ridiculous. If you've seen the pre-release Let's Play, or, you know, what little of it there was, there is a moment where one guy comes up from the side of the building. It's a really nice touch that he doesn't just spawn there. Like, he's actually, he's stuck there from the start. Not stuck, I guess, but you know what I mean. Throwing knives. He's actually instantiated there, I guess, from like a game design standpoint. I find that really cool. Okay. Real talk, I should not have taken as much damage as I've taken so far. But as this is a little bit of an exploratory run through this section, I don't think it's the end of the world. We must have gone in a different direction than last time, because last time, and every time that I've gone through this section, wow, good job, I've encountered a dragon. I have not encountered that dragon this time, so there is more to see back there for sure. I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ. That just seemed like a little overkill, but I'll take it. This is a bit of an annoying section. This dude transforms into a fucking demon. Excuse me? Did I kill him before he transformed? Oh my god. Pyromancy is the greatest science known to man. So many times come through here, have to fight that guy when he turns into a demon. I didn't know you just hit him with one fireball and it's all forgiven. Oh, there's a Titanite lizard. Forgot about this guy. No, you don't jump off the edge on my watch, buddy. Aw, shit. No! Thank you, geography. You've saved me. Raw gem. So that allows us to ascend weapons to raw. To be honest with you, I'm gonna need chat's help, or, you know, the comments help to figure out what exactly the weapon ascension strategies are going to be. Oh, I hate this guy. So don't get too attached to the idea of me ascending stuff right away. In the pre-release stuff, we ascended a weapon to fire, but it was kind of boring. It was just like a fire broadsword, which is okay, but like, I don't want to make a fire pyromancer's axe. It just seems like a little bit too basic, you know? So we'll try to get some fancier weapons going now. So there is an item down here. Black fire bombs, actually useful. I don't know about this guy. Like, I wonder if I could actually kill this guy with pyromancies. Once we can get him in aggro range. Because I haven't fought him successfully face-to-face like sword and board. Sword and board being a sword and shield setup. So if I can... Oh, shit. It's like when you break a window with a baseball or something like that. You think nobody's home and then they just run at you. This seems bad. Well, he's aggro either way, so it's not like we could have avoided that. But I don't know. Maybe we're not gonna be able to spam pyromancy cells as easily as I thought. Thank you for not being covered in oil and then lighting me on fire like Dark Souls 2. We got Undead Hunter's Charms, which are a covenant item. Excuse me. A covenant item for one of the covenants that I don't remember the name of. Well, we have a good excuse to use Estus here. Another Titanite shard. So far, so good. I mean, I can't really complain about the way that this is going. It's not my first rodeo, so I can't really act like, oh, I'm so amazing at Dark Souls here. Oh. Tower Shield Balder, you're the worst, man. Don't call me Balder, I beg you. Oh, shit. The pictures it will remind me. Don't call me Balder. Okay. That's my rendition of Don't Call Me Daughter by Pearl Jam to the lyrics of Don't Call Me Balder, which is, you know, nonsense, because that's what you are, you know? Gotta kill him. Yeah, that worked. We will probably die down here, though. Lothric Knight Great Shield and Lothric Knight Leggings. Oh, that seems like a pretty solid pickup. Armor of a celebrated Lothric Knight, strong steel leggings. If a little scratched, the knight had served as one of the 3 pillars since ancient times and shares place alongside the wyverns as a symbol of Lothric. Only those possessing a knight's resolve are fit to wear this garment. Simpsons, meet the Simpsons. Yeah, he's a modern Stone Age family. That's not how that goes. Great shield of the renowned Lothric Knights, decorated with a holy symbol. The knights who formed the High Priestess Guard carried great shields such as these, which were granted high magic absorption through her blessing. We won't be able to equip that because it's going to have, I'm assuming, much stronger requirements than we're ready for. Yo, that did way more damage than I expected it to do through our shield. Broadsword. We actually used that. Oh my god, we got another Estus back. We used that in the Let's Play, the pre-release Let's Play, and it served us well as you would expect a sword to serve you when you're familiar with how to use it in Souls games. Get your shield out. We can probably spam pyromancies. Is this our crossbow? Oh, Silver Eagle Kite Shield. I'm not going to read the description there because I read it in the other one. Suffice it to say, it is the shield of the Silver Eagles, who fought the Blue Barracudas on Legends of the Hidden Temple in order to assert themselves as the world's greatest of all the Legends of the Hidden Temple. Just don't jump off the edge accidentally. That's all I ask. Okay, we definitely got to take this flask. And we're definitely gonna smoke that dude in the face. Whoa! I meant to take out my shield and block. Instead, I hit him with a fireball from the ether. Lucky me. Might one-hit the dog. Dogs are pretty bad at dealing with fire. What are you doing there? This dog's pretty bad at dealing with just life right now. I don't think we're going to have enough charges left to do anything about the big knight. So we might as well just accept the fact that this is probably where this episode ends. Stagger him. Don't let him out! Don't let him out! What is this? Oh my god! I didn't know you were there. Another Estus shard, so we can actually reinforce our Estus flasks now. Thought we could get in there. Maybe we still can behind here? Nah. Good try, though. Good try. Ooh, I didn't know there was a basement here, I think. Yes, I did. Because that cell key comes back and allows us to talk to that other NPC. Barrels, barrels, barrels. Barrels, barrels, barrels. You know, that classic Motley Crue song. Do we have a Homeward Bone yet? Yes. I'm going to use said Homeward Bone to return to the bonfire last rested at, because there's no chance we get past that guy. You gotta know when to choose your fight. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the return of Dark Souls 3. Hey, Ruka. We'll get into some new stuff fairly shortly. For now, thanks for watching, as it is the restart of a new series. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider leaving a like, and of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'll wait till we get back to the bonfire. I'll just pet the little kitty here who's been sleeping for so long. He's been sleeping for so long. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.